YouTube? What's going on, guys? Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a good weekend. And like before, I hope you guys had your coffee and you guys are ready to go. I got mine right here, my festive Nightmare Before Christmas cup, because that's my jam. Just like we got these new Jack and Sally Popples. Alright, guys. So, um, I've had plenty of time. Well, first off, I want to say I've been playing a lot of the Call of Duty Cold War beta because it was out for PC and then all crossplay platforms. And I've been killing it on there, okay? But yesterday I found the time to come on here and just really spend a few hours going through certain builds and having viewers and comments on the last Death Knight talent build I put out. Just gave me some more information and I really looked into more stuff. And I think I found a couple talent builds which I'm going to use. Like the one that I'm going to show you guys today, I think is going to be a good leveling talent build for Shadowlands, right? So we put a little more, we dug a little deeper into info and to rotations and everything like that yesterday, and I think I found a solid build that I truly enjoy for solo leveling and actually for PvP as well. So for this build, guys, your talent tree is going to look like this: Heartbreaker in 15, Rapid Decomposition in 25, or Hemostasis. In all honesty, it depends on what you want. For this build, Hemostasis is good for your Death Strike damage and healing, right? For a better chance at a better shield. But Rapid Decomposition is better for DPS, alright? So if you're soloing, alright, Death Knights have pretty good sustain. If you're soloing, you're leveling up into Shadowlands, right? We're dropping in to the Shadowlands. We're doing the pre-patch. We're going to ICC. If you're not in a party and you're a solo player, alright, this build will pertain more to you, if anything. But Rapid Decomposition is for better DPS, okay? We're going to keep Relish in Blood, just for the simple fact when Crimson Scourge pops, you're going to drop that. And it's going to, if you have um, your Bone Shields maxed out, right, you're going to get over 2,000 HP every time that pops, alright? That's a good little HP jump. And then from over here, we switch from Mark of Blood over to Will of Necropolis, just for the simple fact that damage taken below 30% health is reduced by 30%. And for a minute in PvP, I'm going to show you guys something real quick, alright? Will of Necropolis pairs with the Rune of Sanguination super well in PvP, guys. I was using it, just messing it around in 2v2 arenas, and I was actually doing really well as a Blood Death Knight. And especially against caster teams, I don't know if I was just getting bad pairs, but I was getting, like, geared caster teams, and I was taking no damage and just clapping cheeks, right? But the Rune of Sanguination, like I said before, engrave your weapon with the rune that causes your Death Strike to deal increased damage based on the target's missing health. When you fall below 35% health, you heal for 48% of your maximum health over 8 seconds, okay? So when you fall below 35% health, you heal for almost 50% of your max health over 8 seconds. So not only is that a free heal for almost, half of your full health, Will of Necropolis, when damage taken below 30% health is reduced by 30%, right? So this will pop, right? The Will of Necropolis will pop once you hit that threshold, and you'll take 30% less damage while your Rune of Sanguination pops its healing factor, right? So for that brief moment, you will get a 30% increase. Well, I should say damage reduced by 30%. So basically, you're getting like a 30% increase to your defenses. Also, in that moment, you're about to get healed over 8 seconds, right? So you're getting a constant heal for 8 seconds for half of your max HP. And it just allows that survivability in PvP so much better. And that's a great, like, little last, basically you holding on, right? That's like you trying your hardest to fight. But normally we would run Mark of the Blood, but we switched to Will of Necropolis just to get that extra defense at the end. Um, as for the 40 tier, I still recommend Grip of the Dead because it slows your enemies while they're in your death and decay. 45, we're still going to stick with Voracious because, in all honesty, I think that is the best, especially because this is a Death Strike build, and you're going to be popping Death Strike like crazy, constantly getting that 15% leech. And for tier 50, instead of running Bone Storm, we're going to run Red Thirst, and because we're running Red Thirst, we are also running Rune of Hysteria. We are running Rune of Hysteria for the simple fact that when you engrave your weapon with a rune that increases maximum runic power by 20 and your odd attacks have a chance to increase runic power generation by 20% for 8 seconds. Okay, so in that 8 seconds, you get a runic power increase. Voracious, you get 50% leech for 8 seconds. So, I mean, if those happen to pop at the same time, that's going to be awesome. Not only that, alright, we come over here. How much? Death Strike costs 45 runic power, correct? Alright. We come over here to the blood traits. The spell book. Alright. Vampiric Blood at rank 2 gives you instead of a, 30% increase all healing and absorbs, you now get 35 at level 56 for rank 2. On top of that, Vampiric Blood is increased from 10 seconds to 12 seconds, okay? Which Ossuary does play a part in this. While you have at least 5 Bone Shield charges, the cost of Death Strike is reduced by 5 runic power. Additionally, your maximum runic power is increased by 10. Okay, so that drops your Death Strike down to 40 as long as you maintain 5 Bone Shield, which that is, as a Blood Death Knight, your main focus is to make sure your Bone Shield is up there because that's literally your main armor ability, right? That's your one of them. And from there, we're going to come over here. Actually, we're going to go back to the Rune of Hysteria and read that again one more time real quick. Increases your maximum runic power by 20. Okay, so right now, our max runic power will be 120. Okay, on top of having Ossuary, it would go up to 130. Correct? So even if you don't have those Bone Shields, you will get a maximum of 3 Death Strikes with full runic power. Okay, 3 Death Strikes, regardless of having. If you have 5 Bone Shields now, you will get 3 Death Strikes. Sorry, 3 Death Strikes because you will have a maximum of 120 runic power when you cap it out. Now, once you reach level 58, you will have 130. So whether or not you have 5 Bone Shield or not, say you're taking a lot of damage, alright, if you have your max runic power, you're going to still be able to get out 3 Death Strikes because your runic power cap will be 130 instead of 120. So that gives you a chance to build a shield, get massive lifesteal back, and pop Morrowind a couple times to get some Bone Shield back, okay? And I'm going to try and show you guys a quick rotation. Actually, one more thing I should tell you guys. So, because I said this is going to be a good Shadowlands entry leveling build, right? For Ultimate Sustain as a Blood Death Knight, I only changed one perk in my PvP talents, and for this to work, you guys will need War Mode on. I know Shadowlands questing is going to be hectic because everybody's going to be doing it, but a lot of people are going to be discouraged and turning War Mode off, which I think that just gets rid of the experience for a while altogether. So you leave War Mode on. Alright, I traded out Strangulate for Blood. And basically, it costs no runes, it costs no runic power, it has no cooldown. So this is going to become a part of the rotation for runic power, right? So sacrifices 15% of your total health to increase the damage done by your Heart Strike by 60% for 12 seconds, alright? Then we come over here, the Heartbreaker is the main one, right? Heart Strike generates 2 additional runic power per target hit. So, this gives you a 60% increase. You come over to your traits, Heart Strike, rank 3, at level 52, increases damage done by 20%. So, in the end, while you're leveling up, you will get an 80% boost damage to Heart Strike. And being in so, this pairs good with Relish in Blood, because as you know, while you are standing within your Death and Decay, your Heart Strike damages 3 extra targets inside of your Death and Decay, right? So we'll come over here. While you remain within the area, your Heart Strike will hit up to 3 additional targets. Okay. Heart Strike generates 2 additional rune of power per target hit. Heart Strike, instantly strike the target and one other nearby. So it automatically hits 2, right? And then when you add, when you're standing inside of your Death and Decay, you hit 3 additional targets. So you hit 5 targets altogether while they are inside, and you yourself are inside your Death and Decay. Not only that, if you're maintaining your bone shield, right, you're keeping it at max, at 10, which should be super easy leveling up, guys. When you drop Relish in Blood, I think I've already said this earlier, if you have max stacks, you will get over 2,000 HP back just from dropping Death and Decay while Crimson Scourge is active, and that's when this is glowing. That's your Crimson Scourge. It's a free Death and Decay. So I'm going to show you guys what I mean with this intro right here, okay? So how we're going to start this out, we're going to start it out with 1 Marrowwind, 2 Marrowwinds, Blood Boil, another Marrowwind. Alright, now we have max stacks. Alright, boom, Crimson Scourge right there. Pop Death and Decay, pop Blood for Blood, and then just start spamming Heart Strike. Boom. Max rune power, right? 135. Death Strike. Death Strike. Death Strike. Boom. Okay. Now we come over here, alright? We did decent DPS, alright? And then our Blood Plague is still going. So we're doing pretty good DPS. Come over here. Oh, I probably should have left it on heal, huh? Alright, well, I guess we'll do that again because I had it on damage. My bad, guys. Alright, so we'll do this intro one more time. Everything's cleared off, right? Okay. So, healing done. So, we're going to come over here. Marrowwind, Blood Boil, Marrowwind. Alright, so before we're going to do pop Blood for Blood, then Crimson Scourge, Heart Strike, Heart Strike, Heart Strike. Alright, we have max rune power, Death Strike, Marrowwind, Blood Boil. Alright, once your Death and Decay goes away, you stop popping Heart Strike, okay? Alright, so, in that rotation, we received 5.2k healing. So let's open this up. So Relish in Blood healed. That 1 Relish in Blood did a lot of healing. Okay, that one relish in Blood for having max bone shield and dropping it during the Crimson Scourge gave us 2.2 health. So like I said, if you have max, you'll get over 2,000 health back, right? And then Death Strike gave us 1.7. I wasn't checking to see what the shield was. Blood Plague leached 1.1k. Alright, so that's another reason why we use rapid decomposition. Additionally, your Blood Plague leaches 50% more health. So it heals you, right? Okay. So that's basically so the blood shield was for almost 6,500. All right, so we had a shield of 6,500 right there. Well, 6,422. So okay, so if you round down to 6,400, not 65, but we had a good 6k shield. We healed for a decent amount. All right, 5.2k in that intro, and that's like, so we healed for 5k health in 10 seconds. And that's using just your intro. That's not using Lichborn for extra leech. That's not using Vampiric Blood for extra heals, extra absorbs. You know, that's not using Dancing Rune Weapon to help boost your leech for for your damage done. That's literally just using the basic rotation or the basic intro especially for solo questing, AoE, and healing. And so once you get into a dire situation, right? So let me go ahead and try and show you guys right here. So when we pop, I'm going to pop Lichborn once I hit max runic power. Okay, Lichborn should be a last resort thing. You know, you're about to die or something like that. You need to get back to full health real quick. Then you pop Lichborn, and then it'll stack with your Voracious Talent, which gives you 50% leech for 8 seconds. Lichborn increases your leech by 10% for 10 seconds. Okay, so they kind of synchronize close to that 10-second marker. Okay, so this gives you 10%. This gives you 15%. So basically, you get 25% leech for 8 seconds, and that's kind of on the same par as Metamorphosis for Demon Hunters now after their pre-patch rework, and that's because Havoc Demon Hunter is my secondary main. I kind of neglected him for this expansion because, in all honesty, I got super bored of BFA so fast, right? I was doing Mythic Pluses, and I think, what was it? My eye level was like 472 or 470 something before the level squish, and now it's at 120. But I just got so bored of BFA, man. It's just, but Shadowlands looks so promising. Legion was so far my favorite expansion of all time. It was super fun, especially for Blood Death Knights, man. I could solo anything after I worked my ass off for that end tier gear, content, and everything else. And that's what I feel like this is going for too. So to get back on track, okay, um, this is another Death Strike build just for the simple fact that you're gaining runic power a lot faster due to Hysteria. So you can pump out a lot of Death Strikes, and because of Voracious, you get the leech already. So hemostasis isn't really necessary. That's why we run rapid decomposition to get that extra DPS, that extra leech, that passive heal from Blood Plague. And Blood Plague is a huge damage ability for Death Knights anyways, and it's AoE. And I don't think it has a cap. Yeah, all enemies. All enemies. It does not have a cap. As does neither does Death and Decay, it seems like. Good, let's keep it that way. But so yeah, guys. So for this build, I just showed you. You're going to come in, start building your bone shield. You don't want to pop all your runes yet. All right. Just stack your Merowin. Keep it at 10 stacks and keep using Blood Plague, alright? When Crimson Scourge pops, your Death and Decay will become free. And then you're going to pop Blood for Blood first, then Death and Decay, and then Hard Strike, boom, spam Death Strike, all your runic power out, and then Hard Strike to get that runic power back while your Death and Decay is still up, right? Alright, boom, Crimson Scourge activate again. Blood for Blood. Boom, Hard Strike. Death and Decay. Or not Death and Decay, my bad, Death Strike. Boom. Boom. But make sure you throw in your Blood Plague, right? Make sure you do Blood Boil so that way your Blood Plague stays consistent. So for that, guys, look at that. Boom. Death Strike came in clutch right there, okay? With the 5.3k heals. Okay, and that's on 7 casts. So we got 91 heals per second, max 3,715. So Death Strike did 5.3k healing. We had a 19,000 blood shield, guys. 19k blood shield, and that was in less than 20 seconds. All right, that is crazy. All right, I'm telling you guys need to try this build out, and then do your own testing and find what you like. Shadowlands hasn't dropped yet, so we haven't gotten the full picture here yet, guys. But I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a crazy self-sustained solo dungeon, whatever. This is going to be a crazy sustained build for Blood Death Knights for Shadowlands, even if it's just for questing leveling to 60. When the dungeons drop, try it in there. I know I will, and then I will make another updated video, okay guys? So, once again, your talents Heartbreaker, Rapid, Relish, Will of Necro, Grip of the Dead, Voracious, Red Thirst. PvP talents are Blood for Blood, Rotten Wither, Decomposing Aura, and then your rune for this is going to be Rune of Hysteria. And then in another video, guys, I will show you my PvP talents and my runes and stuff for PvP, because Blood Death Knights are super fun for arenas again. So, but that'll be in another video guide. If you guys found this helpful, or if you guys have want more information, um, leave a comment down below. And if you did find it helpful, can you do me a favor, guys, and just like the video and hit that subscribe button and tag the little bell next to it, so you guys know the next time I drop an updated or a new class or spec rotation video, guys. Alright, I know these builds are everywhere, but I'm just giving you, I've been maining a Blood Death Knight for a little while now. Since when did I start maining Blood? Shoot, I've been maining a Blood Death Knight, I want to say, since I started playing back in Kata. I first made a Hunter because I was new to the game, and then once I fell in love with Blood Death Knights, and it's been a Blood Death Knight tank main ever since. So I think I have an idea of what I'm talking about, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, guys, please hit that subscribe button. It's free. It'll really help me out, and I can't wait to bring you guys more content, especially which I'm hoping the quest line for Shadowlands drops tomorrow with the update. I don't know yet. I don't have any information on that yet, but I can't wait to start this quest line and get a foothold and Ice Crown, because, dude, that is sick. But once again, guys, thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing love.